Davion and Juju Smith-Schuster, of course. Fourth quarter, Jaguars ball. Blake Bortles, who are you looking for?
Aggressive.
Oh, you're saying that Blake Bortles can't throw the ball? How about that pass right there? Keelan Cole, he gets up. He's fired up. You gotta love the play calling late for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Check out Leonard Fournette right now in the backfield. Just give it to the big boy. My man had his way. Went to the locker room, came back stronger than ever. Yeah, I feel you, Leonard Fournette. Nothing but Fournette right there. Next Steelers possession. Big Ben dropping back, going over the top. Who else is he looking for? Antonio Brown. He can do it all. Antonio is so good on the outside, on the inside. That was the inside
in the world.
He's the best player in the world. He really is. Yeah. He did everything within his power to win. But this play right here was fantastic. Tommy Bohannon.
I'll take the winner.
Everybody expected them to hand the ball off. Did a small play action. Went right over the top. Tom not feeling it. The Jacksonville Jaguars, though, they go in to Pittsburgh. And they beat up on the Steelers. They win in a shootout, 45-42. How about those Jags? And our very own Tom Pelissero caught up with Mr. 10 Toes Down, Telvin Smith.
Telvin, not a lot of people thought you'd win this game. I guarantee nobody thought you'd win 45-42. How in the world did you pull this out?
Listen, all that talk this week that they was doing, we said we're going to prepare. And that's what we did. We knew we had came in this place and conquered it one time. We just had to get our minds right to do it again. And, man, we came out and did it. We thought it was going to be a blowout, but they came and fought back, man. This is about a playoff game.
Big play early as you guys built that lead. You scoop and score from 50 yards. You're in coverage. How would you even see on that ball?
Eyes everywhere. Eyes everywhere. You know, playmaker, big-time players make big-time plays in big games. And that's what I did today. That's what the defense, that's what the offense did. Special teams. Team win. Team win.
So much criticism the past week at your offense and your quarterback. What kind of message did Blake Bortles and company deliver?
That we can win games, big games, hostile situations, and that's what we did. Man, all the doubt is fueling us. It's fueling us. Bring it. More doubt. More doubt.
You are now one win away from the Super Bowl. First, you got to go to Foxborough. How do you beat Tom Brady in his house?
Prepare. We're going to go this week. We're going to prepare just like we always have, have confidence in the game plan, and go play.
Congratulations, Telvin.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Here we come.
You want to talk for another hour, Telvin? Eyes everywhere, 10 toes down, with the one more game to get to the ship. But they've got to face the defending champion Patriots to win a trip back to the Super Bowl, which is going to be back in Minneapolis. Jacksonville, they continue to shake it up. They looked great. Aggressive play calling. The defense showed up. Bortles looked great. They didn't turn over the ball. It was pretty amazing.
And they were never scared.
On the road!
Never scared in this one. And, you know, Telvin Smith is up there, and he's saying all the things that they've been saying all season long. So if you're shocked by that reaction, don't be. We've been chronicling it on our show. That is the Jacksonville Jaguars, specifically their defense. But I want to give credit to their offense, because what Tom Pelissero said in that question is absolutely right. Not a lot of people had you guys winning. Nobody had you winning 45. If you were to tell me that Roethlisberger was going to put up 42 points and Antonio Brown was going to have the game he did and the Jaguars would still win, say you're crazy. But look, huge fourth quarter plays, and not just the touchdown pass to Bohannon. Third down passes. I'm talking that swing pass to T.J. Yeldon. That was incredible.
Their leading receiver yesterday, by the way.
It was awesome. The block by Yeldon there. And look, this is a team where, as the opponent had Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Big Ben, they've got 4 rookies on offense. They were getting plays from Keelan Cole and Tommy Bohannon in clutch. And the offensive line kicked the Steelers' defensive line's butts. They did. This is a team that led the league in rushing, and they were doing it all season long. So all week, everyone was saying, if you can limit Blake Bortles and not Blake Bortles just went out and beat the butts. Blake Bortles went and did the thing. Blake Bortles did it. The offense won that game. Kudos to Nathaniel Hackett and the entire Jaguars offense, because guess what? 45 points is 45 points, and you did it in Pittsburgh, and you backed up all that smack talk.
Oh, man, you get me fired up, Peter.
They went on 4th and goal early. They were aggressive the whole time, which I can appreciate, because people were doubting Blake Bortles, and you had to face questions about it all week long. Leonard Fournette didn't look as good in the second half after banging himself up, but 3 touchdowns. That first one, I think, set the tone.
Yeah, I can't believe it's the same offense we saw against the Bills. I mean, truly, Blake Bortles couldn't throw a pass last week. Doug Marrone after the game says, yeah, I'd be a fool if I wasn't worried about this offense. So what do they do? knew the last thing you're going to do going into Pittsburgh is put the ball in Bortles' hand. They came out throwing the ball. 3 of the first 4 plays for Jacksonville were Bortles passes, not Fournette. And guys, he completed them. You always say in the NBA, no matter how big your lead is, every team makes a run. There's always a run. Pittsburgh made a run, and guess who turned them away when Fournette was banged up? Bortles was incredible in the 4th quarter. Of all the unlikely things coming out last week, no way. Bortles was nails. Peter, you said it. Bortles beat the Steelers.
It's so funny because we were going into this game and I was hearing the narrative and they were saying, well, the Jaguars have a chance in this game. They kept saying, have a chance. And I felt like I was being disrespected as if I was a Jacksonville Jaguar, which is why I picked this team, because I'm thinking to myself, if I'm in that locker room and I'm listening to everybody talk about the Steelers that we beat up on in the regular season when they were at full strength and they're not giving us a shot right now, all the while you got players within that locker room talking about an AFC Championship game up against the Patriots, talking about how they're looking past the Jaguars. They walked into this game and they played pissed off. It was their lineman,
DeCastro,
who came out and he said, you know, it's embarrassing. I can't believe that guys were looking too far ahead. And you look at what these guys did and how he described the Jaguars. He said they played mad. And they went out there and they punched the Steelers in the mouth. And they punched them again. And then they hit him with a body blow late in the game. And they folded that Steelers offense. They folded that Steelers defense. It was an amazing game by the Steelers. It was an even better game by the Jaguars. And for those that still want to doubt Duval and they still want to doubt Jacksonville, it's not that they have a chance. They're still one of the toughest teams in this whole tournament.
I think the doubt comes from the fact that they have 6 losing seasons consecutively going into this year. Then in both their games against Pittsburgh, they put up 30-plus points. It's sort of unbelievable in a great way. That doubt, though, I don't want that to go away. I think that is what is feeding not only this team, but a lot of them. Tom Brady always has doubters. He always has a chip on his shoulder, and I think that really works for him. When they draft Garoppolo, that worked, and he took his game to another level. When you have teams like the Eagles that are underdogs against the Falcons, that helps get them those W's that has been working in favor of Jacksonville. It's like their 12th man, I think.
It's true. It's as much fun as it's sort of like a motley group of starting quarterbacks and teams here in the Final Four. Every single one of them, not the one team, everyone has the slights, the doubts. Everybody's playing off in their own way, and this Final Four is insane.
Love that fuel. All right, for the latest news and notes right now, let's welcome in our NFL Network insider, Ian Rappaport. Ian, we saw Vikings safety Andrew Sendejo leave yesterday's win early with a head injury. What's his status as the Vikings look ahead to Sunday's NFC title game in Philadelphia?
Well, he is in the NFL's concussion protocol, which means, of course, there is a chance that he misses Sunday's game, of course, all-important game for the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this was a helmet-to-helmet hit after a block from Michael Thomas. Now, Sendejo had been having a fantastic game, had an interception, had several tackles, really stood out on this defense, which has so many playmakers. Then he went down, and it appeared at the time that he got knocked out cold. Obviously, a very scary situation. Every concussion is different, and every player is different, but once you see a player enter the concussion protocol, very often they miss a week. We will see going forward what Sendejo's status is, see if he can suit up next to Harrison Smith.
Ian, the Patriots coaching staff, they're preparing for yet another AFC title game, but both offense coordinator Josh McDaniels and defense coordinator Matt Patricia are leading candidates for the vacant head coaching jobs around the league. What's the latest on where they stand?
We'll start with Matt Patricia, and at this point he does look, in fact, like the next coach of the Detroit Lions, which really has been the case all along. Even before they fired Jim Caldwell right after the season, Patricia was the guy that general manager Bob Quinn wanted. They have a close relationship from New England. They wanted to keep the offensive staff in place with Jim Bob Cooter and everything they've done for Matthew Stafford. No agreement is reached. Of course, that is against the rules, but every expectation is that Matt Patricia is the next coach of the Lions. And then there's Josh McDaniels, the clear favorite for the Indianapolis Colts, who, by the way, only have 2 candidates left. It's McDaniels and it's Vrabel. McDaniels has been communicating to those who are going to be on his staff. Just wait for me. Have patience. The expectation is he ends up as the coach of the Indianapolis Colts, and the Patriots will have to replace both of their coordinators.
I'm sure Josh McDaniels right now focused solely on the Jacksonville Jaguars defense, who he just saw Big Ben throw 5 touchdowns against and lose, and that's never happened in a playoff game. Last but not least, Ian, you reported the wild card round that head coach Mike Mularkey's job might have been in jeopardy had his team lost to the Chiefs. What did that win in that game do and earn for the coach?
A lot more money and a new contract that is coming. You're right. Had Mike Mularkey lost in Week 17 in the first round of the playoffs, the Titans likely would have been discussing whether or not they have an agreement in principle with Josh McDaniels. Instead, Mularkey staved off job speculation, used it to fuel his team, and won a game coming back in an epic fashion. I am now told the Titans are negotiating with Mike Mularkey on a contract extension. He is staying for the